company excels at advancing women, I think primarily because we're women-owned. Let's face it, it's that plain and simple. I value diversity. So if I'm a good leader, the people in my organization are going to value diversity. So that's a good start, good place to start. I advanced in my position while working with my father. Some of you may know he founded our organization, and I was actually his first full-time employee. I had to work and learn everything from the ground floor up, watch the men around me being promoted, do a lot of really mundane jobs. And then I decided to speak up and either move forward or move out. It worked, and I was able to move up through the organization with a lot of hard work and a lot of pushing and pull from my father, but it worked. I felt then, and I still do now, that I have to work harder than anyone else. I had to work harder to prove myself, both because I was a family member in the business and also because I was a woman. I've been working in the automotive industry for 34 years. It's been rewarding, and it's also been a huge struggle, both to advance myself and to advance our business. I don't believe that the men my competitors and associates, they've had to go through the types of humiliating experiences that I've had to in meetings and interactions with customers and industry professionals. So I've had to make sure that I was always on top of my game, much more so than my male counterparts and my male competitors had to be. It was an enormous amount of hard work and prep work always for every event, for every meeting. I always felt like I had to be on top of my game. I always had to prove myself over and over and over again. Additionally, I don't think that just because you add women to your organization, it's not going to guarantee success. But actively recruiting, hiring, and developing women will allow you to achieve diversity in the way your organization thinks, reacts, and that's what increases your odds for success. I think the goal in any organization needs to be on ensuring a diverse management team, whether it's gender, race, age, culture, whatever it is. It's a diverse management team, that diverse way of looking at things, that diverse way of approaching problems that helps you achieve success. That being said, I've established businesses all over the world. We're in 22 countries right now. We've got 24 offices, and we'll have over 2,000 employees globally this year. And I've been in some of the worst and best places in the world establishing these businesses. I also work to mentor and coach women in business in actually some of the worst markets in the world, in India, in Afghanistan. So it's obviously something that I feel is very, very important. And why? It's not just so that I can see a lot of women as CEOs in major corporations. That's a great goal and it's very important. But for me, why is it important for women to be in leadership roles? And basically, I think because research shows that women serve as a catalyst for many positive changes in society. Access to education, for example, improves women's long-term economic prospects. It helps lift themselves and their families out of poverty. I've seen this in action from Afghanistan to India to Africa and even here in the USA. Healthy, educated women are far more likely to have fewer, healthier, and better educated children and to participate in political and civic life. This adds a very, very valuable perspective to the shaping of our country's future. If you educate a woman, you start to educate a nation. When a critical mass of women in senior management is attained, companies score higher in key areas of excellence: work environment, values, vision, cooperation, motivation, capability, corporate culture, innovation. And documentation of increased success among entities led with critical mass of women in leadership roles has prompted research into the nature of women's leadership styles. One analysis of 45 leadership studies found that women are more likely to employ a transformational style leadership. That's typically less hierarchical, more cooperative, collaborative, and more oriented to enhancing others' self-worth, much more so than transactional management styles associated with men. Those have traditionally been characterized by demotions for poor performance, rewards for good behavior, and this was actually a Psychology Today study that was done. So these and many more studies suggest that a significant presence of female leaders in an organization measurably contributes to its health as well as its wealth. Other studies show that companies with more women leaders are not only more committed to corporate social responsibility, they may also be better at it, with a payoff that extends from company to community to the greater society. So in short, when business leaders include women, I really truly believe that society wins.